Good morning, everyone. I'm Janice Arthur from Pueblo Pintado chapter. I'm the CSC, and this is to do with roads. So in 7128, the road that starts from Pueblo Pintado to halfway through Naizi, and it's 7.2 miles. And this road has been in the talking stage for all my life. So right now, we finally were able to get $175,000 from the ICIP New Mexico share. And it's also sharing with another road in 46. So that road is 4.1 mile. That is dirt road, and we like to have it paved to make it easy for everyone to get around in preparation for a new health center. So we have roads that go east paved, south they're paved, west they're paved, but up north it's all dirt road. So we're working on that. And I'm working on N46 with Wayne Williams right now, and he wanted a resolution to start the process, getting everything ready, but Pueblo Pintado has not been up to snuff with it, and we are failing to respond to his request. So it's not all in dot. It's the chapter. We're in it together, and we got to do, like you guys are saying, improve communication. And communication is a two-way street. And I recently had a need to call INDOT. And every INDOT email I sent, sorry, they have transferred. Sorry, they have transferred. But I didn't give up. I kept copying everybody out. So finally, I got an email from Mr. Raines. So thank you very much. And the N7128, I have it on my ICIP for funding year 2025 to 2029. So come October, I am going to be in touch with our state representatives and see how they can help us. And I usually play my game. I don't know how to do this. Show me how. I don't know half of the things that I'm trying to do. So that usually works. So Mr. Garcia, got to know him really well, our state representative, and he's very cooperative and very attentive to what we have to report to him. So I'm working with him, and hopefully come October, we would really be on the go with a lot of information. So, and the people that work with the state representative, they're very helpful too. You know, I tell them, I know what I want to say, but how do I start? And what is it supposed to look like? So they helped me pretty good with that. And just recently we had a need to try to respond to a request from IHS, Indian Health Service, Crown Point, for helicopter landing. And it's going to be temporary meaning maybe 2 or 3 years. And it's the road that goes to the Pueblo Pintado ruins, and the number is 7008. And it's within that 15-mile maintenance. So that's the one that Mr. Rain responded to me on. We're going to work on it, and it's like 2 government agency, BIA and IHS, that have not been able to negotiate a place to put that helicopter. A while back, before all this predominant healthcare, health ailment, diabetes, and all the related emergencies with it. It used to be everything was by ambulance, but now everything is helicopter. So we're going to work on it. Our new health center, the groundbreaking is supposedly sometime this late summer or early fall, and I'm given information that it's going to be about 2027 when we see a health center. And right now, the IHS contracting in Dallas is out on bid. They went out on bid for small business, but no one responded, so now they're out full and open. So that's where we're at, and hopefully when all this starts together, I'd like to see INDOT there. So that's my report. Thank you.
Good morning. Yat eight Arnoldsko. Say Erlene Henderson in Skado, chapter president. Ako Janice could report in lagi. Tola aron sleto lechtirigi. N46 gi covered la remove it earlier, but it needs to be replaced. AI is needs on N46 about 3 miles. That's north of Pueblo Pintado chapter. It's almost close to Tsegay High School. So that cover, it needs to be replaced. It was just removed because it deteriorated. I thought resolution and then the other one is 7008. I was wondering, is it BIA or is it INDOT? The one that goes to that ruins. Pueblo Bonito, that's Eolia ruins. Anyways, I say we need a culvert. Culvert needs to be installed on that road. Resolution was sent in to BIA for cattle guard cleanup and install yellow flashing light. Pueblo Pintado mile marker 75 all the way to mile marker 83. People are speeding. Truckers are speeding on Highway 9. Right by the chapter, it's all curved. There's always an accident right there. We need to put up a yellow flashing light, a warning light. No, yeah. So I talked to BIA and they, we don't order those, no. I just wanted to see if INDOT has any of those yellow flashing light that can be installed on Highway 9. N46, we got some money from capital outlay for 100,000 2 years ago. And that, that's for right-of-way acquisition, clearance studies. Money used capital outlay. I know Janice said something about resolution in the chapter that chapter Papatna. William, anyway, Mr. William, I haven't met him yet. I believe he's a project manager, I'm not sure. But I believe he has a different plan to use that 100,000 on N46. But we request for that capital outlay, 100,000 iki, with our former chapter coordinator. And it went through, auto in the taed, we'll start with right away and survey do lishno. Ako, 800 the kid has explained this legislation so.
Okay, thank you. Panel?
One of the things that we're going to need to coordinate on is when you guys are requesting money, it's very important how that language is from the state of New Mexico, because the sequence that I'm understanding it is you have planning, clearances, design, construction, and then maintenance. Some of those ones get assigned to construction when it's still in the design stage. So if you need to check with it, this is Danny. We were creating a new section to work on the New Mexico projects. He'll be supervising the individuals that work with that. So check with him on the language that needs to go in there so that we don't run into any issues. The other one is these heliports, is that what's the right word? Helipads are actually getting to be very expensive. They did one in Betlabito, and that one has like $1 million shortfall. And so the heliports, for some reason, the design things on those are coming in really high. So I'll let Mr. Rains elaborate a little bit more. So we'll go first to Mr. Rains, then Leanne, and then Mr. Peterman.
Thank you. I appreciate the questions. Yes, I've been able to chat with you via email, and we've been kind of running around doing all of these chapter meetings. I believe in a week or so there's going to be another planner for the Fort Defiance area, and I want to come out and assess and see why the BIA is no longer allowing you to drop your helicopters there on the baseball field. And also get with Ann Jeanette about compliance and also just kind of chat with you about if we need to have a land withdrawal. If you have land already withdrawn, maybe we have an area, maybe we have 4 or 5 places that we could put the helipad in. Any place closer to the hospital would be good as well. So we can't obviously build a helipad right for the hospital before the hospital's built because we don't know a strategic location of their ER, things like that. But I'm definitely willing to come out and address this and make it to where you guys are able to do stuff, even if it's temporary for like a 2-year project kind of thing, like you had said. So I'll get with planning and we'll come out and address that. And what I continuously hear is that the BIA is really not helping out here on the eastern, and I think there needs to be some strategy where we get collaboration and agreements with the BIA county and as well as the state. And I'm really glad to hear that the state representative is helping your community, and we want to be that force, and that force you can lean on too and get help. So. I don't know if that's happened in the past, but this is something that our department is really striving for, and be transparent and just, be honest with you instead of beat around the bush, be like, this is what needs to happen. So yes, of course, like the design phase comes well after the land withdrawal, the ARC clearances, the FONSIs, the NEPA, but I have experience in all that, so I can write it up and help in all of that. So that's I believe that's one of the big reasons why Tom was like, come on over. And I'm like, okay, I'll help. Yes. So thank you for that. And I gave you guys my cards. I'll be planning on trying to come out the next week, 2 weeks, to do a site visit, and we come up with a strategic location. I also, like I had mentioned earlier, I had a meeting with Orlando, and he is really interested in doing maybe 5 or maybe 6 helipads. And I see the need in your community, especially being so far out on the east and having that big highway going through there. You guys have a lot of traffic coming through there, going down to Albuquerque, or people visiting the Chaco and Pueblo, Pintado. So yes, thank you. Yeah.
Again, good afternoon. Planning, let's see. You mentioned communication. Thank you. Thank you. But we need a lot of communication from all entities because we all can't do it by ourselves. It takes partnership. Navajo DOT, we don't have all the money. So we got to get with partners such as BIA, county, state, to get all these projects implemented. We all got a wish list. We've heard it from Western agency, from Northern. We're hearing the same thing from Eastern. So there's a lot of communication and partnership. And then the invite to the healthcare, when it's completed, we will definitely be there. I would really like to see that. Let's see, 7008, the ownership on that is BIA. So we'll get with BIA on that one. And then the speeding and the warning lights, that flashing stoplight, that is a BIA coming from Daniel Largo is the one that we'll contact and get with him and see if he can put another one out there. But road safety audits, we'll get with you on that one for the speeding too, because that'll help justify getting more funding for that road. Thank you.
One of the things that's unique about you guys compared to the other agencies is the land status. So to try to help us understand that, we're coordinating with Lester's shop to have his land people do a training for all of our staff to help us better understand it. And we were just talking during the break. I said one of the things we need to provide each chapter is a map that says who owns what road, so that you know and we know, so that we both have the same understanding. So that's one thing that I've asked Leanne with the planning section to work, particularly for Eastern, because you guys are so unique that it's kind of like over by Pinon area. We're having difficulty with it because the road is on Navajo and then on Hopi and then on Navajo and then back on Hopi. So that's the closest we have to that understanding, but yours is more complicated. So we are working on getting that training thing so that we all understand your unique situation.
We did chip seal on 7128, right? Going from the bridge, going over the hill there. And what happened? All those oil and gas trucks are going through there. They don't have a scale. They fill up to the top, and some of them weigh 100,000 pounds, 90,000 pounds, and they went and they tore that up, right? So we got some more. We got another 70,000. We patched it. Going north, the 7128, we chip seal up to Sandoval County line because the state money that came said McKinley County on it. And then going north, there's no funding available right now for 7128. But then you have that gas line, oil and gas, Nana, it's right there. The only solution to that is to move the road over. Yeah, you're going to need archaeological, biological, so that's a monster right there on 7128. 7008, we have it on our list, 2.2 mile blading. But when the guys are out there blading, I tell them, if the road needs blading, keep going. Don't just do 2.2 mile and walk off. Keep going if it needs blading. Flat blading, so we're out there on 7008. One thing about putting up a flashing light, can't just go out there and put up flashing light. You got to have engineering. You got to justify it. You can't just go out there and throw up a light. So You gotta have some engineering behind it, you know, and that don't come free. It costs money for that. So,